You are watching Choke No Joke.
Yeah. You know what it is. Choke no joke. Either war.
What up, though? It's Jalen Rose, and right now, make sure you go check out Southwest High on Tubi. We done ran it up to the #1 spot. Southwest, Southwest. A lot of great, amazing players. If I was given a top 5, my top 5. And you youngsters out there, don't even look at me if you don't put these couple of people in your list. I have Jordan 1. I have Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, #2.
Yes.
Kareem T-shirt, gather around, boys and girls. Okay, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar got the most unstoppable shot in the history of basketball, the sky hook. And he did Game of Death for Bruce Lee, which means he's very athletic. So this idea that players now are more athletic, I don't know when that started. That is just not true. And he only got 6 championships and 6 MVPs. And he was the all-time leading scorer after going to college for 4 years.
Right.
Bill Russell,
Yes.
the Lord of the Rings. He got 11 championships in 13 years. Right? That's dominant. So when people ask you who's the greatest, you know the great symbol is actually on your phone. What they did is greater than anybody else I'm gonna name. Ain't nobody topping those guys. That's solid. And then a couple of them might be controversial. Because I love LeBron James. I love LeBron James, and I know y'all can't wait to see where I'm gonna put him. But
100.
when did he pass Magic? For anybody that's been watching, when did LeBron pass Magic?
2016.
2016 when he won it back in Cleveland? Okay, I ain't mad at that. How many? Okay, but Magic played 12 years, went to the finals 9 years, and won 5 championships. So, and you want to know dominance? Won a championship in high school, won a championship in college, and won a championship as a rookie in the league, and won MVP. So I'm just saying. And then obviously LeBron James the King. He got to be in there. I love what he's done off the floor. I love what he does on the floor. Clearly, a 4-time champion. And you're right. When he went back to Cleveland, that's like what Dirk did when he got his. You know, all rings aren't created equal. When he got to Cleveland, and the one Dirk got, and Boston, and the one the 2 Kobe got after Shaq left. Like there's certain championships that mean so much more. So that's 4.
That's 4. Where's Kobe?
Okay.
Oh, and Cole, rest in peace. Black Mamba, my brother, lost way too young, way too soon. Just won an Oscar. You know, doing the kind of work that I'm doing right now in multimedia, 5-time champion, like had 81 points in the game. I was standing right there. I see him very close. That actually took place, you know. But the thing I loved about him, and my favorite Kobe story is when he got. If you Google right now, who's Kobe Bryant's favorite player in high school? It was me. Right? So I guess for me, it's like, dang, now this how you do your idols, man? You know what I'm saying? But I remember a time we was working out at UCLA, and we had the same trainer. We was going there all week. And me and Kobe was trying to do the extra stuff. Like, we're going to drink some water. We're going to go to steam room. We're going to go to hot tubs, massages. You know, we're going to get out of the advantage over everybody else. Right? So we did that a couple of days or whatever. And then the trainer was over there talking to him. It was like, yeah, then I'll see you later. See you later? He wasn't telling me he was going back to the gym. So we worked out together in the morning. We were going to do all that in the afternoon. I'm in LA on mimosas in the afternoon. He going back to the gym. So that's the Mamba mentality.
He was too young to get in the club.
Yeah, he was too young to get in the club. So definitely, I appreciate the lady. I got one more question. One more question. Got time for 1 or 2 more? Sure.
I got your name.
Sure.
So, how important is it in Detroit to, I just built a new platform to support women in sports. I didn't hear you talking about just having a separate thing to support the girls in sports in Detroit. And I'm available. That's a question and a proposition.
So basically, I just want to make sure I give you the grace. So how can we highlight the amazing work that's being done in women's sports?
Yes.
Invest in it. Because I hear people talk about it, but they don't pay to go to the game. They don't buy jerseys. It's the same thing I say in the community. I literally just said this. It's the same thing. Like, my grandmother used to have a saying, I can't hear what you're saying because your action's so loud. So, number one, support it.
Yeah, no.
Financially. That's the first thing. The second thing is, just like you see NIL now is a thing, and for 30 years people like me was beating the drum about it, or you see NBA players now making $70 million a year. There was a time when we had lockouts. So right now the current WNBA players are becoming the giants that people are going to stand on. And they're going to watch the fruits of their labor, but they may not profit off of it. I remember watching players like Lisa Leslie score 100 plus points in high school. She got to play in the WNBA, but the person before her, Cheryl Miller, who scored 100 points in a high school game, the WNBA wasn't available. So I believe just that progression of time, once it continues to have seasons, they'll get the support that they deserve. Like, I wouldn't want to, loudest spokesman about it.
In Detroit.
Oh, in Detroit, I would love. The Shock won a championship. I was a huge supporter. Bill Laimbeer was their coach. I hope that it's going to happen over the next few years.
Okay. All right. So I have a question. Being that you have such influence with your school and everything else, what is the number one most important nugget that you express to the children of your school?
The most important nugget that I get by being 10 toes down at a school many days a year dealing with young people is the main problem they dealing with now is addiction, in particular to vaping. Because, and I'll just speak freely, like when we grew up trying to sneak off and go smoke, you had to jump through hoops. You didn't want to smell like it. You know what I'm saying? It was at least a level of decorum about it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now just a vape you can have in your pocket right now, zoom, 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 zoom. And it's like another finger in theory. So I think talking to young people about addiction and trying to find a way to function in these are crazy times right now. This is some of the most crazy times I recall in my lifetime.
Right.
Like truly, like fiscally, politically, socially, economically. And so they're dealing with a lot of stress too. Young people deal with a lot. They really do. Imagine growing up in a household and you're 5 years old, you walk in the living room, and they sit out on the couch and watch Scarface with you. You know what I'm saying? Or your parents doing the things that, you remember that saying when our parents used to say, do as I say, not as what I do?
Exactly.
And I hit me one day, I'm like, wait a minute, that's hypocritical. Right? But that was just letting you know that there are no perfect people, there are no perfect parents.
Right.
And so that's one of the main challenges that I see young people overcoming. And then another thing that I don't like this trend that I've seen a couple of public figures and celebrities say on social media, when they try to downplay what school means. That's ignorant.
Yes.
Like, what do you learn in school? You learn how to read. You say, how about that? That's very important, right? And also, your mother gonna homeschool you and give you algebra? Is that what you're telling me? That's not accurate.
Right.
Your mother's gonna be at work. Your father's gonna be at work. So, public figures who are sending their kids to school every day, or did send their kids to school every day, are telling their audience that school isn't important. And that's just crazy.
That is. Because my dad made me write all the time.
Yes.
All the time.
Yeah. You learn basic things like how to read and write?
Yep.
All right, one time for JR on the JR Sports Brief. Thank you. Did a great job. Great job, brother. One more question for Jalen Rose. We got to get out of here. One more question for Jalen. Come on.
Yes, sir.
I just want to say I'm an educator as well as a martial artist. My name is Jake Iris. Congratulations to you, sir.
Thank you.
I want to ask you a question. How do you feel about providing options for training? Our kids in school, they don't really see many options to go to, but being that you have your own school, do you see an opportunity to add enrichment for just different things from coding to even, our kids don't even know how to do homemade, like cooking, simple things.
Thank you for that question. And let me tell you one of the quiet things that I get to do as the founder of a school, a public school in Detroit. I get to do all of that. That's different from the normal public schools. So we have a CTE Pathways program. And that's another thing I see people on the internet saying, people don't want to be in construction, people don't want to be in plumbing. Well, you ain't never owned nothing. Because I can't fix anything. And if my water leak, they can tell me in charge of $1 million, I'm gonna think about it, right? When the ceiling happens, somebody gotta come fix it. So this stuff, a lot, and here's the reality, the two things, I'm gonna get to your question. Sometimes your critics is right, and sometimes you never get your dream job, right? So then what are you gonna do? So yes, my goal to every one of our scholars is to put them in position to find a career path. We get them internships. We go to school 11 months. Most schools get out of school in June. We're 11 months. So I get them internships, college experiences, college visits, jobs, all throughout the summer. That's literally what's called summer session. That's what we do. The only time our school isn't in session is in August. So yes, that's important to me. Yes, that's something we offer our students. And yes, I support young people post-secondary. Now everybody throwing their hat in the air after they graduate from high school, like, wee! But the job ain't done. It ain't like when we were growing up and you can, in Detroit, for example, graduate high school, go work at the plant, make you a bag, get a car on the A plan, work there for 25 years, never have to go to college because you're making the kind of money to support your family. But that doesn't exist anymore. You basically need a degree to work at McDonald's. And so, because that's changed, our mentality has to change. So I support young people post-secondary. That's 2-year, 4-year college, trade school, military, cosmetology, entertainment, whatever they decide. As a high school, we still provide the support. Think about all of the high schools we all went to. They ain't help you at all once you left. Not even once. Correct. Like while they're in school, we're preparing them, and when they leave, graduation is a goodbye and see you later.
So, Jalen, we appreciate the
Love,
time.
love. Thanks for the love, y'all.
Let's make some more time for Jalen.
Appreciate the love, y'all. Yeah, let's go. Let me hold it one more time.
Yeah. You know what it is. Joke, no joke. Eat a wall. Rest in peace, Fuego. Don't ask me why. We here now. Let's go. Born in the Bronx, raised in Eden Wall. Place where I saw soldiers fall. Let's go. JR, crushed between the war of the elevator, only 12. How would you cope if you were me? Let's go. Seeing the sight before 13. Probation, cause trespassing on the elevator was a felony. Blaming me, still went to the funeral cause I knew that it wasn't me. Carried the coffin before 13. Crack cocaine, hit the scene. Me a hustler, mom a fiend. I'm mad cause she keep stealing my thing. I'm draped in the jewels her addiction brings. That's the things that make us cry. When your baby mama don't let you see your child, or when your mans leave the VI. We birth, we live, we die. We struggle to survive. Choke, what's your thoughts? Don't ask me why. They hate, they lie. Let's go. They say choke wanna rhyme now. How come? Been rhyming on my 5th album. 3 mistakes, learn from mistakes. Rhyming on the porch back in '88 with Boom. He had a better flow. Studied on my hustle, didn't care about my flow. Never made it rich, saw the glow. Dude on 2 got stripped out. Yeah. Jack Brown. You know what it is. Keep on hating, you know what it is. Never did I think hip-hop go this far. Never did I think I see Diddy behind Mars or Kells. Penitentiary scars, the man act. Is it going too far? Back, y'all industry rats, y'all whack. That's 100 on Pyro. You'll be trapped like Pac. The go viral. Gene saw the nuts of Ja Rule. At don't know if you're a criminal or a cop.